Welcome to this video on Sinamay, how to hand roll it, fold it and a lot more besides. All techniques that you'll use to decorate a hat or finish the edges of a hat off with. Now we're going to be using Sinamay straw in this video, and it comes from the abaca plant. So we're using some royal blue and we're going to use it to make some of the techniques that have been used on this fascinator and hatinator. It is a very stiff, coarse material. You can feel very thick. Whenever you make things out of Sinamay, you tend to always cut on the bias so that you have stretch. So I've already cut bias strips from this and I'm going to be cutting more. So you want the weave to go at angles. So I'm going to use a strip to make an edge like this. A strip to show you how to make the loops at the top of the hat, and I'm also going to show you how to make a leaf and a petal. Now for the leaf and petal, I've got an offcut here, and you can see that I've got two straight edges and I have cut across the bias at the top. So for my leaf, I'm going to cut out a wide oval shape, really a wide leaf shape. Just like that. There we are. And for my petal, I'm going to cut out a half circle. Don't use good scissors for this. It's very tough on your hands and your scissors, this material. To roll, literally take the edges between your fingers and roll and roll and roll. It's quite difficult to get started, but once you have got started, you can normally carry on. If you find it extremely difficult, dampen your fingers slightly, but do not wet the Sinamay, otherwise it won't roll at all. So keep rolling all the way around the edges. Don't worry about the look at the moment. Just get as tight and neat a roll as you can. Because the Sinamay is stiff, it will stay in place. So keep rolling. Once you've rolled all the way around the edge, now pull the edges. This is where the bias cut comes in. You're pulling it to strengthen those edges and tighten those rolls. So pull all the way around. And because the Sinamay is cut in the bias, you can flex it and move it. And again, re-roll if you've got any edges that start coming apart and pull again. Once done, gather up the centres and you have a petal shape ready to start making a flower. I've made this one slightly bigger so that you can see. Normally I'd make them slightly smaller than this. So now we have a petal, and it would be ready to stitch to lots of other petals and make a rose. Now onto the leaf. Again, we just do the same. We roll and roll and roll, and then we stretch and pull so that we pull all the edges tight, and that causes the roll to form a nice tight finish. At the end, I roll the two edges together to give a neat finish. A little dab of glue sometimes helps. Manipulate your leaf to the shape you want. I'm also going to make it look more leaf-like by folding a vein down the middle. So I've just done a fold, and now it looks even more like a leaf. So there we have a leaf and a petal shape. Now I'm going to show you how to make the loops on the top. Take a wide strip of bias cut Sinamay, 3 to 4 inches wide, much wider than you actually want the loop. and then roll the edges. And once you've rolled, pull so that you stretch it out and you tighten the rolls. And there you have it, a loop. Ready to adorn any hat. If you like a nice edge, you can always trim at an angle, hand roll that as well. Twist the edges together, and then you have a nice end to the Sinamay. So that's it for loops. Now I've got another strip of Sinamay, again 3 to 4 inches wide. Fold over about 1/2 inch either side and press with a steam iron. Now you have a decorative strip that could be used just as it is and folded into loops or bows for a hat. If you prefer something a bit more intense, fold over again. Also, again, because it's been cut on the bias, we can manipulate the Sinamay and cause it to bend, to go round curves and around the edges of hats. So just bend as you iron with the steam iron and you'll see it will follow the curve. I'm going to iron that flat again just to show you that if you don't want it that wide, or you've cut it a bit short and you need more length, all you need to do is iron it again with the steam iron and pull, because again it's cut on the bias, so you've got stretch. So pull each edge and it's now half its width again. It will still curve, but you won't have as much leeway for curving once you've stretched it. And again, you can use this for the edge or just for decoration. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram and Etsy, all under the same name, SH Millinery. Thanks very much. Bye.